Hey guys, you're welcome to this tutorial. This is the part 2 of tutorial and it's on how to make your own custom bustier pattern with a yoke. This is a sewing video. So at the end of the tutorial you should be able to make yours looking like this. I made mine into a dress. Let's go over to the tutorial. So this is piece remaining for the clothes. It's actually 2 yards and some inches to make a dress. So I'll go ahead to start cutting the pattern. So these are the pattern that we have. So I went ahead to, let me show you, to curve here a bit, right? From the pattern you could see I didn't curve it. So I went ahead to curve here a bit and then I attached it here. So this and this, we'll be using nets, 2 nets to cut this part for this. So let's set the side aside. So this is the back and this is the front. So you can see I left some allowance for this part. I'll go ahead to this part now. This part don't be allowance, so I'll cut it exactly. I'll cut everything. I'll go ahead to cut this part. Like I said, allowance should be for just this side. There won't be allowance for the zip side. Just this side for the back. For this front, unfold, allowance should be at the side. I'll go ahead to cut it and I would cut the lining and show you what next to do. So I'll be ironing this on the fabric. Now this is what it looks like. It's an interface. So this is where the gum is. So I'll be ironing this on the fabric. I want to go ahead. This is a wadding. In Nigeria, this is a wadding. It's thick. There's a light one. This is the one that follows the light one. There's another one that is harder than this, but this is the medium thickness. So I want to use it to cut the cup side. As you can see, I've always use it to cut the cup side. So the first one I'm going to cut, is for this. What I would do is, that's my scissors. Now if I'm placing this on it, that means I want to cut exactly at the top. But because I don't want to cut exactly at the top and I want some inch out, what I will do is I'll fold it like this. Probably like half an inch, so it's not at the top part. So I'll take it up to the base. It's already unfolded. So I'm cutting from this edge. Now from this edge, I'm cutting from this edge. I'm cutting from this edge to, this is where the underbust is. I've marked it. So I'm cutting from this edge to the place the underbust is. So my scissors is not that sharp. So you see I've released it out. Let me get another scissors. At this mark, that's where I've stopped. Now I will take from here and then I'll cut it straight to meet this point. Now this is the ironing part. You just have to widen it. Now it's meeting this down. So this is the next one we are cutting. You can probably use this line, this fabric or the lining. So this is where I want to stop, and I want it to not get to the edge side. So probably somewhere here, just a little bit close to the edge side. So probably something like this. So what I need to do is, remember, as a beginner, you just fold it. I'm trying to make it equal. So I've taken out, you see, I'm not allowing it to get to the top. I've taken out some parts out. So I'll use my scissors to hold it. and then I'll go ahead to cut from the notch part. You see, I'll cut from here up, from the notch part up. So I've cut from the notch part to, from this point, you see there's an allowance, it's not up, it's not up here. I've cut it to this point. Then I want to curve here, so it's not going to be straight. So let me get this so that you can see from the paper. So from this point, which is the underbust, I'll probably, you know, you see what I'm doing. This is how the shape is going to look. Let me get the pen so I'll show you what the shape will look like. So from this point, you can see the shape now. So this is how your curve at this part is going to look like. So this is how it's looking. You get, it's not up. So you do the same. You can make yours wider here, but mine was not wider. I'll just leave it like this probably. You can make yours wider. So that's how you're going to cut it. I've gone ahead to cut linings for each of them. As you can see, I made lining for the down part, which is the skirt part, and I also made lining for the up. I went ahead to iron stay to the main fabric, not the lining. But if you want to iron stay on your lining, no problem. And I also went ahead to iron the wording. So as you can see, I placed everything. We will need a pin as a beginner. So you just place fabric front facing front, the middle and the side, one of the side and the other side of the middle. You place it and you will connect underbust to underbust and you will pin. You go ahead to arrange everything until it aligns, as you can see what I'm doing. You follow it just like as I'm doing. If you use the middle side to the shape of the middle side to join it, it will come out finer than the side. So even if your side is not aligning with the middle, just push it to align. As you can see, I've chopped it so you see what I'm saying. You go ahead to run stitch following that line. So this is what it's going to look like. As you can see, it's going to look so beautiful. After making sure that you like the shape of what you're seeing, you go ahead to notch part so that you can iron it out so you can relax. Why we notch this part like this is when you iron it out, it will relax. So this is my already made tailor ham. Looking funny. I've had it for years. You place your, if you have your tailor ham, you place it and open the notch part to iron it, and you go ahead to press it open. So this is what it's going to look like, well defined. And then we'll go ahead to start attaching the neck, that's the yoke, for the front and for the back. As you can see, it's well pressed and open. So as you can see, I've gone ahead to join my two. I've joined the, like the two side. I cut it into two and I've joined it. But if you have a net as a nude net, you can use that to turn your black net so that the back can be skin tone net. For me, I don't have, so that's why I doubled it into two. So you go ahead to place this on your bustier. You match it to your bustier just like what I'm doing. You make sure you match the middle to middle and you go ahead to sew it like that. What next you're going to do is you use the lining to turn it in. So you go ahead to join the lining, and after joining your lining, you use your lining just like this. You place the net in between the lining and the fabric, and you will pin. So you can see that that allowance that you left up is actually needed. So you go ahead to put your lining in between, your net in between the lining and the fabric, and you go ahead to sew it. So if you be closing this part, you just need to close that. You're not adding sleeve. For me, I'm adding sleeve, so I will not close this part. I will leave it open. You go ahead to do the same thing for the back, to fix your two nets for the back, the both sides. And after I will do that, I will show you what it actually looks like. I will show you the front, what the front looks like, and what the back looks like. So this is what we have. This is what the front actually looks like. The front part of the fabric. This is what it looks like. I fixed the two, and this is what the back actually looks like. So I'll be going ahead to attach the zip to the fabric. So all you need to do is to place both sides together, like facing each other, making sure the waist side matches each other. You make sure both sides actually match each other. So from the waist part, you measure what you want your zip to be, like their inches for your zip part. So from there, you can go as down as going to 8, 9, 10 inches, between 8, 9, and 10 inches. That's what you're doing. But me, I'm picking 9 inches. So you go there and you chalk it, you mark it, you pin it. I then went ahead to measure my slit for my back. So the slit I want for my back, I'll be measuring 10 inches for the slit, but you can work with between 10, 11, and 12, depending on how long you want your slit to look like. You go ahead to sew from that point till the point where your pin is, the point that you mark your pin for the zip. That is the only place that you're going to sew for the back. So this is what it looks like after fixing the zip. Please, when you're fixing your zip, make sure both waists are aligned, just like what it's here. So you're going to make yours align like that. So I will go ahead to join the front and the back. First of all, I will join the neckline, which is the yoke, which is the net part. I'll be joining the net part to the other net part, and then I will go ahead to join the front and back to make it a dress, and then I will show you what it looks like. All you need to do is to take your desired measurement and join it to form one piece as a dress. So after joining it, I will show you exactly what it looks like. I'm not attaching the sleeve yet, so I will just show you what it looks like on my body. So this is what it looks like. If you have gotten to this place and you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel, like and share. So this is what the back actually looks like too. When you attach your sleeve, it will look so nice. Everything looking so perfect. Please do not forget to subscribe, like and share. Until next time, bye.